Hey, hey, good morning, good morning. Coffee Cup Chronicles, day 53. Today, Graceland, Elvis Presley, home of and final resting place. I got to see Elvis April 1972, War Memorial Auditorium. First concert ever as a teenager. Thank you, Dad. I mean, we got the notice in the Parade magazine on Sunday. My dad worked at the post office, wrote a check out for 2 tickets, took it to work with him on Monday morning, dropped it right in the Buffalo post office. My tickets came back. I was the last row in the second section up behind the stage, but it was still fantastic. Yeah, just unbelievable. So then after Elvis passed, I was in Altus, Oklahoma. I was in the Air Force, and it was about 3 months after he passed. And they sent me to NCO Leadership School in Little Rock, Arkansas. I had just made Buck Sergeant. So I went over early so I could purposely go to Graceland. It was really neat. That whole wall out in front of the mansion is about 8 foot high, and it's made of little rocks and bigger rocks, and it's a gorgeous looking wall. But almost every single one of those rocks, people had written on as a memorial to him. Yep, I did too. I can still remember going to a store and buying Testors little paintbrush, bright yellow, painted on the wall. And I don't remember my exact saying, but I remember I left my mark. But it was also raining that night. And I was sitting in the car. I finally went up and talked to the guy at the gate, which happened to be Uncle Vernon Presley, his uncle. And, hey, Google, turn off the music. Not going to play Elvis music all morning for this? We're not going to play music. Anyway, I got to talk to Vernon for about 45 minutes, and there was one point where the gate opened, and the automatic gate thing, it popped the rivet or something came out, and he had no way to fix it. I said, well, wait a minute. I went back to my car. I actually got a cotter pin and a pair of pliers and a big washer, and I fixed that gate. True story. Talk about funny. But always loved Elvis. There is a station here, WECK, in Buffalo, New York. WIC Radio. Kind of goes along with beef on Wick. Never mind. That's another story. That's a great sandwich in Buffalo. You can only get Western New York. Anyway, WIC Radio on, I think it's Sunday for 2 hours, plays Elvis music. Nothing but Elvis music. You know what's funny? There's songs that they play I've never heard. Isn't that weird? But that's Graceland. You get a chance to go. Memphis, Tennessee. While you're there, make sure you go downtown to the Sun Records recording studio. It's a museum now. Also, B.B. King's is on one corner. On the opposite corner, I think it's called City Line Barbecue. Great barbecue. I had barbecue and tamales. Weird combination. Of course, you could always take a banana and peanut butter banana sandwich and eat it in front of the mansion, and you'd be right up to style with Elvis. That was his favorite sandwich. A lot of things y'all didn't know about Elvis. Hey, I heard an interesting fact the other day. I got to get this one in here. You talk about interesting facts. Y'all remember who Wyatt Earp was? Famous Western character and the shootout and all that. Did you know he not only lived to be a nice old man, he died in like 1930 or something. Do you know he was responsible for finding John Wayne, whose real name something Morrison, and he saw a talent in this gentleman, and he was responsible for finding John Wayne. Really, really weird. Anyway, Coffee Cup Chronicle, day 53. Elvis Presley, Graceland, Get a chance, go see it.